What's going on, YouTube universe? Tremaine VX here, and this is the very first episode of Job Corps 411 here on this very own channel right here on YouTube. Now, let me go ahead and start this series off by doing a disclaimer, because I already know some people might already have their own opinion about the matter. Let me just go ahead and straighten this out right here, right now. The purpose of this channel is to provide information about Job Corps to the public domain. I am not here to try to persuade or defray you from choosing to go to Job Corps. If you do go to Job Corps, all I can say is, congratulations, you're taking that first step on trying to improve your life for the better. If not, then, oh well, And don't blame me or give me any praise whether or not Job Corps is actually going to be a part of your life like it was with me. But rather, I just want you to take everything I say here with a grain of salt, meaning that even though these, what I'm about to tell you guys, are stories that actually happened to me with my experience with Job Corps, it sometimes varies depending on job location and, of course, you. So, with that out the way, let's get started. So, with Job Corps, it is a vocational trade school, and by vocational trade, I mean, just about any kind of trade. From my experience, there's been two main trades. There are union trades, where there's a union for that particular job occupation, like painting, carpentry, facility maintenance. They're all parts of a union. Well, there are service trades where you actually perform an exclusive service under a company, or not even a company, but a specific work environment. Like clinical health, medical health, culinary arts, business and finance, which is my expertise. And then there are the other trades, which like auto tech. Yeah, that's kind of their own little thing. But anyways, but those types of trades out there, I don't see why you wouldn't want to. I don't see why you don't want to pick up a trade, because they're gonna make you pick up a trade anyway. All I can say is, if you're gonna pick a trade, make sure it's something you're good in. In my case, I'm good with computers. I know my stuff on Microsoft and blah 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 blah. So that's why I basically picked office administration, because that's kind of in my range of talents. That's something I'm naturally good at. Now, keep in mind, Job Corps is not free, right? Even though almost everything is free there, do not think for a second that you can just get in there as a mini vacation away from home. No, because Job Corps, the keyword job, as in they are going to put you to work. These people are administrated by the Department of Labor, not the Department of Education. Okay, the Department of Education pussified just about everything. So even old handicapped autistic kid can get a diploma. But the Department of Labor is either do or die with them. It is no try. Either you do it or you don't. Either you do want to get a job or you don't. As simple as that. Now, the first step, of course, with Job Corps is the OA, the Outreach Admissions. For those who may not know, Job Corps is still a little bit in the behind of the times, but it's still somewhat current, because, in the work field, they still have facts for some whatever reason. So it's just some of those things that just won't go away, even though they should have a long time ago. With Job Corps, they have this number you should call. I had the number. I probably put it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, as soon as you call that number, they, reach somebody. Somebody's usually there 24/7 or something. But usually call that number whenever you can, and whoever's available will talk to you. They'll find Job Corps, a Job Corps counselor in your area. And they usually will work somewhere around the local Department of Labor in your city, if not their little corporate office. With my experience, I had to call the number and they told me how to reach the counselor. I gave them my personal information, and then a matter of minutes, not even minutes, but I think a day or so, I heard back from the local OA counselor in my area, and she basically told me that she's holding a seminar, which is their orientation, but basically it was a seminar, and I was invited to attend it. They basically do what I'm doing. They just tell you about Job Corps, what's expected from you, if you qualify, blah 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 blah, and basically that's about it. With the OA admission counselor, of course they're gonna try to sugarcoat most of it, and some of the information they tell you are a little outdated, because when I talked to my OA counselor in our interview, she was telling me that Job Corps don't permit camera phones, period. Although this wasn't really the case with my Job Corps, the Gainesville Job Corps, where you are allowed to have them, just don't have cameras out and about recording everything, girls. That could lead to, of course, liberties being taken advantage of, and lawsuits, and what was another word? Tip of my tongue. Well, anyways, they just don't like cameras. You can have smartphones all you want, but just don't use the cameras around there. But what you see on YouTube right now, plenty of fights on retarded stuff that happened in Job Corps, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this series, because of all the stupid stuff you see people post online about Job Corps. At least you gotta have someone intelligent to actually come out of the crop and say, hey, this isn't how it is, that how it used to be. Because Job Corps is a cycle. It's a different bunch of people coming in every single week. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. There's always new people coming in every week. My Job Corps is always Tuesday. We get new people. Not 100% sure how it works in other Job Corps. Maybe the same. All I know is every week it's always somebody new. And every other week, I think there's somebody gone. Because the way Job Corps do it, it's not like in the school system where they have just one day where everybody comes in and one day everybody goes out. Unless you count summer and winter break, where, yeah, that's pretty much what they do. But on a regular basis, everybody just comes in at their own time, and their own pace is how they leave. There's nobody timing you. Unless you've been there for a year, then they're going to time you're behind out, because you're only allowed up to 2 years in Job Corps. Keep in mind, 2 years is a long ass time, although not as long as college per se, but still pretty long time to get an education. And some people who actually are there to get a high school diploma along with the trade and probably a license, wherever else the center is offering, then I can imagine it might take them up to a year. But in my case, it only took me around 6 months. I believe I would have been done sooner if I didn't slack, because it happens. If you get a lot of work and this is all based on how you pace yourself, then you're gonna get senioritis, as I like to say, and just get sloppy with your work and just do whatever whenever. So that's about it for this first episode. Share this video, especially if you know somebody who is interested in Job Corps but just haven't met anybody they know that knows about Job Corps. Well, here I am, Job Corps 411 guy, Tremaine VX here. How you doing? Anyways, I hope I can help you guys as much as I can before I might have to go back to Job Corps myself, because I'm currently in my summer break. The summer break will last from June 27th to July 14th. That's about 2.5 weeks. It's not that much time, but it's time enough, I guess. Well, anyways, take care, you guys, and look forward for the next video where I explain a little bit more about what goes into the admissions process. Until next time, I'm Tremaine VX. Thanks for watching.